Welcome to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you that subscribes to my channel. I'm thankful for everyone that likes my videos, that comments on my videos, and that shares my videos. I still can't believe there's this many people that want to hear what I have to say. But since there's that many people, I'm going to keep talking. Today, I want to talk about the renewed mind. If you're not familiar with that term, it comes from the Bible. And I'm going to play a video by Kane Brown. The title of the song is Heaven. You've probably heard it before, and I imagine you probably liked it. It's a good song. It's very catchy. And it's romantic. So let's listen to it.
This is perfect. Come kiss me one more time. I couldn't dream this up, even if I tried. You and me in this moment feels like magic, don't it? I'm right where I wanna be. Everybody's talking about heaven like they just can't wait to go. Saying how it's gonna be so good, so beautiful. Lying next to you, in this bed with you, I ain't convinced. Cause I don't know how heaven could be better than this.
Now, think about what he's saying. He's singing about being in bed with a woman. We don't know if he's married or single. Doesn't matter. And he says that lying in bed with her, in his mind, is better than heaven. I've talked before about how the devil is the ruler of this world, the god of this world, and that he surrounds us with evil. And a lot of it is not the direct intervention of devil spirits. It's not the direct intervention of Satan. It's a milieu that he's created, that he has developed over thousands of years to influence your mind and to get you to think less of God and more of yourself. And that's the biggest challenge that a Christian has, is that you have to keep your mind focused on God and not on yourself, because when you focus on yourself, you lose track of what's important. But the reason I played this song and the reason I wanted you to hear the words and think about the words is because I'm sure that Kane Brown doesn't know this, but what he's doing is he's lessening your vision of heaven. He's cheapening it. He's making it less valuable. It's not as good as sleeping with a woman. That's what he's saying. Now, I'm not saying Kane Brown is working for the devil. I'm not saying the devil inspired his music. I think it's a great song. It's a good melody. The lyrics are fine. But as a Christian, you need to understand that when you're surrounded by this kind of stuff, it affects your thinking. And you have to be constantly on guard for that. You have to watch out for it all the time. There's a verse in Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." When you first get born again, your mind is brand new. And you're a child of God, and you're all excited, and everything is fantastic. But then, life intervenes. And all of a sudden, you have to fight a battle, constantly, against the influences of Satan. You're surrounded by him. You're surrounded by his thoughts, by his ideas, by his claims about God. And it's your job as a Christian to transform your mind by renewing it. And how do you do that? By reading the Bible, by praying, by focusing on God and making God number one in your life. It says, then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. You see, if you're surrounded constantly by a certain type of atmosphere and you don't fight against it, eventually you will succumb to it. That's just the reality for us as humans. We will become the atmosphere that we live in. So it's up to you as a Christian to change the atmosphere that you're surrounded by to that which is godly. You can do it very easily. Just talk to God throughout the day. Get it into your mind that God is with you always. He is present. He's right beside you. He's sitting by you at the dinner table. He's sitting by you on the couch. He's sitting beside you when you're driving. He's laying beside you when you're sleeping. He's with you 24/7, 365. Get that idea into your head, and then what do you do next? You talk to him, because he's there. Because he's there, you can ask him questions. You can share your heart with him. You can tell him about the struggles you're having, and he'll listen, and he'll answer. And if you develop that kind of mindset, where God is at the center, and God is always there, and God is always listening to you, then you will get to the point where you can listen to songs like this, and they won't have the same impact on you that they have on other people. Because your mind is focused on God and on the Bible and the truth, and you know that heaven is better than sleeping with a woman. That's what you have to figure out how to do. That's what you have to learn to do as a Christian, to live in your mind with God all the time. God needs to be at the center. He needs to be the person that you're talking to, the person that you're thinking about, the person that you're sharing your heart with all the time. Doesn't mean you can't talk to other people. Doesn't mean you can't get involved in situations that might be dangerous. But you always do it with God in mind and with God at the center. And if you do that, you will eventually learn over time how to overcome all these negative thoughts that are being inserted into your brain by the devil every single second that you're alive. As always, I pray that you will be abundant, that you will be healthy, that you'll live a long life, and that God will keep you safe. And I pray that he will do the same for every single person that you love. And I pray that you will be anxious for nothing, but in all things through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, you'll let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.